I always thought love was a fairy tale until I found myself living a nightmare. It was a Thursday afternoon when my world shattered into a million pieces, each one sharper than the last. My boyfriend had been on another one of his so-called business trips, and I was at home trying to piece together the life we were supposedly building. But when I ran into a mutual friend at a coffee shop, her eyes flickered with something between pity and hesitation. "Oh, I thought you'd be at the apartment with him this week," she said, the words hanging in the air like a bad smell. My confusion must have shown because she quickly added, "You know, the one near Fifth where his ex lives." The ground disappeared beneath my feet as I realized I'd been living in a beautifully crafted lie. His business trips were nothing more than excuses to revisit the past, a past that I was never a part of. The secret apartment was a place where old flames flickered back to life, and I was just the unwitting spectator in the audience. I felt like an intruder in my own relationship, a ghost that haunted the edges of their story. As I sat in the car outside his office, waiting to confront him, every past conversation replayed in my mind like a broken record, each memory now laced with a bitter aftertaste. When he finally showed up, his face was a canvas of shock and guilt. Words spilled out of me, accusations and disbelief mingling with the hurt I couldn't contain. He tried to explain, claiming it was all for closure, a final goodbye that stretched over months. But as he spoke, I realized that it wasn't just about the affair or the betrayal. It was about the choices I'd made, the red flags I'd ignored, the gut feelings I'd silenced. I had allowed myself to become a footnote in my own life, living in the shadows of his unresolved past. In the aftermath, as we sat in silence, I understood the real twist wasn't his deception but my own awakening. The internal conflict that had been simmering beneath the surface finally boiled over. I had to choose between clinging to a relationship built on false pretenses or stepping into the unknown alone. In that moment of clarity, I discovered that I was the author of my own story, and it was time to write a new chapter, one that didn't include being the third wheel.